Hello, everybody. Welcome to another restream brought to you by the Go Mode podcast for the Mentor Tournament 2025. Today we have Dark Diplomat versus Ninja Dave, mentored by Wackerly and Sawyer, respectively. In the commentary booth today, I have Furious joining me. Tracking is M Fails, and restreaming is Mr. Angry Pants. Thank you everyone who made this restream possible, and we appreciate everybody, especially the runners. So I think we're in the first week of Cash Boots. What do you think about that, Furious?
I think it's been very interesting and very different for all the runners so far because we're 5 weeks into the tournament and they're now having to switch to a standard start. I know a lot of these runners are very thankful that they have a sword back, but starting off, we do find a piece of heart in Link's house. Dark Diplomat taking the non-traditional route of jumping off Link's house.
I think that I didn't realize there's a traditional and non-traditional way of doing it.
Yeah, the more traditional way is you immediately come out and go left with those two bushes. It saves you just a couple of seconds. As you can see, Dark Diplomat's just a little bit behind.
Interesting. Okay.
Bombs.
Yeah, so bombs are nice. Bombs are nice early.
Ooh, guards drop bombs as well.
Nice.
So we are going to have a nice supply before getting to Kakariko.
Yeah, that's definitely convenient. I have had my fair share of seeds recently where I've gone to CAC and realized I don't have bombs. I have to double dip. What's it called? Blind set or?
Yes, blind set.
Yeah, it's never fun. But yeah, so far no big items we have found though. So
yeah, and that's one of those situations where you have to take that 50-50 risk of do you want to take the extra 5 seconds to run down and buy bombs if you have the 50 rupees, or just risk if it being in blind set or the well.
Yep.
Are getting a little bit of money here, so that's good.
Yeah.
And while those bombs are helpful, getting to the back of escape is not going to be that bad because those starting boots also provide the last 3 checks here in escape.
Exactly. Those walls being bonkable is so fortunate for this casual opener. Or standard opener, I guess. I don't know. Wait, which one is it?
This is standard.
Okay, standard, yeah.
The reason it's called casual is because you start with a guaranteed sword.
Okay, got you. You gonna see double pot?
Dark Diplomat, they're on the risky side.
Yeah. Oh no.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Although finding the lamp in Zelda Cell.
That's convenient. Yeah, that's very convenient. I do not mind a early lamp, given that myself I struggle with dark rooms, so I'm sure both runners are capable of doing most, if not all, dark rooms. But that lamp just makes it more streamlined.
Yeah, and fun fact about standard opens for those that don't run it that often is Zelda will always provide a cone of light in the back of escape, whether you actually have her or not. So if you for some reason don't have bombs or boots to check those back 3 checks in just a normal standard open, you will always have a cone of light whether you have the lamp or not.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, unfortunate for Dark Diplomat getting off to a bit of a slow start. But this is rando. Anything can happen. Like that small time loss isn't gonna dictate a seed.
No, words to live by is always every seed is terrible until it's not. So all it takes is just finding one item that your opponent just struggles to find.
Exactly. And yeah, Dark Diplomat just grabbing the second pot. Let's see, Dark Cross.
It is
Anything?
gonna have to be
No.
careful to not let that heart despawn. Is choosing to forgo it.
Eh. I mean, as long as they are careful, they should be fine. And they can get the 2 hearts. Oh. So when Dark Diplomat respawns, will they have Zelda or do they have to go all the way back down?
So
Oh,
there
they
are different flags saved per part of the escape. If you die with Zelda after rescuing her before you reach the throne room, you will respawn in Zelda's cell. If he had reached the throne room before dying there, he actually would have respawned right at the throne room itself, with the shelf already pushed.
Interesting. And we got Bombos in the end of escape, so in the sewers there, so that's convenient.
I believe there's 4 flags set in a standard open. There's Uncle, so if you die before even entering Hyrule Castle, there's the flag of actually entering Hyrule Castle before grabbing Zelda, Zelda Cell, and then the throne room.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of flags, a lot of safety nets. Yeah, so in Escape, it looks like we had acquired the lamp and bombos. So, not bad. We don't know what dungeons are required yet, and if either of
Ooh.
the ones that are unlocked by medallions requires bombos, that is definitely nice to have.
There was a 5/6 there on Eastern and a blue pendant on Terra, with a regular crystal on Desert.
Okay. Cape on Bonk, rocks.
You know, it only got moved about 100 feet.
I will definitely take an invincibility item. Are we gonna see a tree pole here? Yes, we are. Magic.
Chat telling us Agaseed, Agaseed. I don't know if either one of our runners want to see that at the moment.
I don't think
But
anyone wants to see that ever.
but it is in logic.
What is that? Oh, that's his shield.
I don't
Shield on
think
the
we'll be getting that
lumberjack.
Fisher Price shield.
No. um, but yeah, it looked like the little bush crab thing. They dropped bombs.
Just responding to our restreamer in chat. What will Homewrecker use now?
Nothing on the mushroom. I mean, health on the mushroom. Partial health, anyway. And more red rupees. We are getting ever so close to that 100 rupees we need for the bottle vendor.
Yeah, and they should be able to get the rest of their rupees inside of Kakariko.
Yeah, no, exactly. I know Blind's Hut, it has what, six pots that drop five rupees each, or is it 8 pots? Regardless.
30 rupees in Blind's Hut, and then there's an additional 20 in the well.
Yeah,
8-minute escape,
that's-
unfortunately, does set Dark Diplomat about 2 minutes behind Ninja Dave.
Yeah, see how. Ooh, that bow.
Eastern is
Rang.
beatable.
Yes,
And in full
Eastern
logic.
is. Yeah, because we have that lamp, so it's actually in logic. You're right.
And it is a crystal, so if they're following their ABCs, ABCDs, we should be following that bow into Eastern here shortly.
Yep, and it looks like we got some more rupees in Blind's Hut, so we are stocked up on money. Oh, there's a shield.
I mean, Aga is optional. We could end up with the mirror shield. we have seen our runners already grab pieces of heart. It's not out of the question to go and see Mirror Shield.
Okay, so I don't know if you noticed that, but we just got our shovel. So after CAC, when you go down to check the library and the dig and the
Race game.
race game, you also go over and check the dig check as well.
Yeah, more than likely. I don't know if I would personally do that here. I do like the idea of going straight over to Saha and Eastern Palace with that bow and lamp because it is just a beatable crystal you need. Mini Worm does have some nice checks, but it is not probably the idea. You would probably pair that with going to race game down the South Shore.
Yeah. Okay.
Chad also bringing up the fact we don't have Zora money, so it's not financially responsible for us to go over and do Zora or Ice Rod Cave followed by Zora.
Yep. Makes sense. Just a piece of heart up there. And we're doing the blind race today on NinjaDave's side. NinjaDave's side. Time to go fast. Already at 6 hearts on NinjaDave's side. That is pretty comfortable at the moment, given we're still in Light World.
Dave is following up with that shovel.
Yep. Yeah, meanwhile, Dark Diplomat's just doing the CAC stuff now, just trying to get by. I feel kind of bad because I know that dying that early onto a seed, you kind of get in a weird mindset where you start to panic a little. So I hope that Dark Diplomat's able to stay calm and collected and make up some time here.
Yeah, in a standard death does kind of rattle you and tilt you a little bit, but knowing that you're only 5 minutes into a siege shouldn't affect them that badly.
Exactly.
Especially
Yeah.
when you have your mentor in your ear, kind of giving you words of encouragement and affirmation.
Yep. Nothing in the well, it looks like. Alright. Mini Moldorm have anything today?
In terms of item density, this isn't a bad play, however, not the one I would have personally made. I'm agreeing with Mr. Angrypants that, if you go over to Saha and Eastern, get that crystal, what if there's an item that could lead to Dark World access? Just pair all of this together with the mirror.
Yeah. Yeah, Ninja Dave has to be careful though. Down to 1 heart. Ooh, there's the mitts.
Alright, only a Power Glove here in Mini Moldorm Cave is deciding to skip Ice Rod Cave.
Fair enough. Respawn at house and probably go over to Eastern now, like you were suggesting.
Diplomat also following up on that shovel, unfortunately is only going to be greeted by 3 bombs. It's going to be interesting to see where they go from here.
Very bomb heavy seeds so far. Yeah, I think this is where we might see a little bit of a divergence. Let's
And just also to talk more about Dave's... Ooh, Thieves Town is green pendant.
Sounds green. I don't like to see that because Thieves is usually pretty early in my experience and sucks for it to be green. Ooh, and there's the
your
goals.
mitts.
Okay, so what? We are Moon Pearl from Dark World access?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It does also mean that Aga is not logically required. So, we will not be seeing the Mirror Shield today.
Beautiful. I mean, agate is required, but agate 2. Alright. So, Eastern is a blue or red? Red. Okay.
Just to respond to chat, Aga would only be logically required that way if Hammer locked us to East Dark World, but we have the chance for flippers for that as well.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm curious to see what Dark Diplomat does if they also save and quit here.
I think what Dave did was they only had 1 heart, and the crabs do 2 guaranteed if they hit you on green mail. So it may have just
Yeah,
been a health
okay.
conscious decision.
Yeah, it looks like Dark Diplomat's going for it. Meanwhile, over in Eastern, it looks like the first couple of checks have come up dry. Pretty clean Stalfos.
Ooh, there's Dark World.
Oh, was that the Moon Pearl? Nice.
And we are going to see Ice Rock Cave on Dark Diplomat side. Unfortunately, what the same item that has replaced most of our Y items so far, just a piece of heart.
Yep. Yeah, honestly,
Go ahead.
Dark Diplomat being so close to Zora money, I want to see what they do here.
I'm kind of in agreement with Mr. Angry Pants. He doesn't have the Moon Pearl to go and actually access Waterfall Fairy. I personally probably would have farmed my money from that rock by Ice Rock Cave.
hmm,
Because there was also sequence breaking Hobo there as well.
yeah. So looks like Dark Diplomat is gonna be joining Ninja Dave over in Eastern here pretty quick. So yeah, it looks like Dark Diplomat is about an Eastern behind, which isn't too bad. Eastern's a fairly quick dungeon, so
Yeah, and the rewards that pay off from it are massive. So
exactly.
Dave will have 2 options, or 2 routes to go down. Mountain is logically accessible, however, it's not really useful at the moment without the mirror or hook shot, so you only get the 1 check from the old man guaranteed, and then maybe the 1 from Spec Rock if you want it, or you can just go straight into the Dark World. Personally, I think that's the better option, because you have all of Village of Outcast you can do, as well as at least Dipping Skull Woods.
Yep. I agree. I think Dark World's definitely the play here.
It is also going to be interesting if we see a King's Tomb play before they go over to Village of Outcast.
Oh, right, that is in logic. We have the gold mitts, and yeah, you called it.
Yeah, just like Bomb Crocs, you have Titan's mitts, you have boots, you may as well just go and check it while you're here.
20 rupees.
DarkDiplomat grabbing their Moon Pro.
And yeah, it looks like Ninja Dave is beelining Dark World. Just going straight for it.
Crossed. Yeah, it's not a big time loss. It's more just the effort put into it for 2 checks guaranteed versus map check. Pendants, Meyer, and Green Pendant,
yeah.
Swamp Palace.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Because you are right, you are going to get that save and quit, but when you can check all of Vision of Outcast plus, you know, Skullwoods, especially when Thieves Town is clearable, but it is Green Pendant, so that's another check that you can add to that list.
Where are we going?
Upper Ledge.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I don't blame them. You walk through Skullwoods to go and check it. I do think they probably could have dipped Skullwoods there. But
yeah,
just taking a peek at Bumper Ledge isn't bad.
Yeah, at least you know you had a super early cave, so.
To answer chat, it was 50 rupees.
Dave has to be careful here, though. Most like being in Dark World now, Green Mail, you have to be careful because enemies do a lot more damage. And Dark Diplomat onto the Armos fight now, so.
Interesting point brought up by our restreamer. You do have to wonder how much of this routing is being done straight by the runners and how much is being, you know, influenced by the mentors. Given that this is week 5, I know personally I'm a lot more comfortable with just saying, hey, like, give me your opinions, but please don't tell me where to go.
Yep.
You start questioning what they're saying behind those doors.
Yeah, I think that week 5 is definitely, we're getting to the point where I think most runners are probably in that mindset where it's like, I'm comfortable now, I can kind of determine routes on my own, but I would love your input. But yeah, exactly, don't tell me where to go.
I do think that probably this week wasn't the best example for some of the newer runners, just because it is a week that, or a mode that most players haven't probably done before, especially with the standard open. We've been playing a lot of open mode so far. So
I mean, every runner in the tournament has done at least one of these. One of the placement seeds was Cash Boot, so.
that was so long ago, I actually had to double check that. I forgot. I only remember the open seed. And yes, Dark Diplomat is checking Skullwood, so we are going to get route divergence here instead of follow the leader.
Yeah, not too bad. I think looked like Thieves came up a little dry. I think that was more of a play just in case you die, then you respawn with more health instead of potentially dying in the overworld and respawning in the light world.
It's not a bad idea to go and check your first 4 of Thieves Town, especially if it's Pendant Thieves.
Yeah.
Because it determines whether or not you should, you know, commit to doing it, but that's unlikely without the hammer. But being Green Pendant, it's more likely that you will see runners at least dip it to go and determine what they want to do.
There's our Master Sword. Yep. I did not know you could go this way. Not checking Stumpy though. Maybe checking Stumpy?
Yeah, this isn't a bad... This is actually perfect routing. Without the mirror, there's no point in going back up, so you may as well just grab the frog to start doing your world tour.
Fair enough.
Because they're going to finish up with Hype Cave and then save and quit from there.
I've never thought about grabbing the frog and then taking him on a little tour.
Yeah, the biggest thing to remember with that is the reason that Dave did Dig Game first is because Dig Game won't let you go and interact with it while you have a follower, so no purple chest, no frog. You have to make sure you do Dig Game first before doing the smith.
Okay. Don't think anything has come up in Skull Woods yet.
Well, that would be why. We just found the fire rod there in Hype Cave, and the tempered sword, and the butter sword. Okay, Hype Cave
Whoa.
living up to the name.
Wow. Where's... I have not seen this hype yet.
Hype.
Why can't I get the hype? In my seats? That's not fair. Okay. Well, that's not too bad then. That means Ninja Dave is going to be able to single dip Skull Woods. Pretty nice.
Yeah, you can go straight back to Mothula and then work your way back to front.
Um, 90% sure that was an intentional death warp from DarkDiplomat.
Yeah, save your key. Make sure you're going south from there. This one, probably not so much. Ooh, got 1.0'd.
Ooh, yeah. Fortunately, Skull Woods is a dangerous place. There's a lot going on, a lot of enemies, cramped rooms, a lot of places to fall. It's not a friendly dungeon, being green mail and low health, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looked like Dark Diplomat was failing bomb jump, so they were going to use the vanilla way to go about it. But unfortunately did take that death. You have to wonder if they're going to go straight into Village of Outcast or continue to work their way up into Skull Woods. Looks like they are going to go south to Village of Outcast.
See, that's good though. As we know, that's the right play. As if they go south Dark World, they will get their Fire Rod, so...
Yeah, and in case we don't find silvers, finding both those swords in Hype Cave plus the one on Dig Game is definitely going to be a lot nicer for spin the wins in the case both runners need to do so.
Yeah, sub half an hour butter sword. Yes, please. Yeah, this will be not really a lot of safeties for Ninja Dave going into Moth, so hopefully it's a fight they got some practice in, because yeah, not fun. Fire Sword will make it a little easier, but gotta take it slow and be smart. Yeah, gonna Death Warp here. Get some health back. Oh no!
Yeah, it's always unfortunate when you get all the way there just to get grabbed by that wall master.
Yep. This room frustrates me. I don't think we saw the back of thieves from Ninja Dave, so this is new information for us.
Dave being very careful not to get hit by one of those enemies there to... Yes, it would lose the bunny state, but when you're going into Moth with 7 hearts, you want to try and keep as much health as possible.
Yep. Yeah, not a lot of magic. I think that's probably, what, 1 fire rod? If that. Pick up a small pot here.
Dark Diplomat's not in the worst position when it comes to doing the back of Thief Sound. There's our second shield, so we know where Mirror Shield is. But it's green pendant without able to full clear it with no hammer. There were just other options available to them.
Moth is playing very difficult today. Hugging the spikes. Yeah, that was... It's just... It's not that the boss is hard, it's that the room is just torture.
And I'm going to bring up why Mr. Angry Pants in chat goes and makes the comment of don't spin with Tempered or Gold Sword. In the vanilla game, Gold Sword actually does 0 damage to Moth. So Randomizer does add a little bit of a increase to what it does. But because Tempered Sword does Gold Sword damage, there's just no point spinning with it. You are better off hacking and slashing with Tempered Sword or above when it comes to Mothula.
Yeah, Ninja Dave having a little bit of trouble here in Skull Woods, but good, gives Dark Diplomat a little bit of chance to make up some of that early lost time. So looks like Ninja Dave is gonna try and get some magic back from the skulls and
very nice fight on Dark Diplomat side.
Yeah, very. I was watching that. Lot going on in the blind fight. Just turns into bullet hell very quickly. Yeah, it looks like Dark Diplomat is gonna start heading south, so. If I remember correctly, this dig game was fairly long.
It was closer to the 30 max limit.
One more hit maybe on the moth. Oh no. Yikes.
Unfortunate.
Yep, it happens.
Dark Diplomat did go and pick up a few more heart pieces, so they do have 1 more heart than Ninja Dave. We might also see route divergence here.
Yeah,
Skullwoods is still the logical option, just because it is a crystal you can beat. However, Mountain is still an option.
Yep. Uh, kind of looked like Dark Diplomat was just like didn't save and quit right away. It was just kind of in awe from all the hype. There's an extra heart for Ninja Dave as well now.
So alternative routing, Zora's in logic. You have Agina, Mountain. If you want to fake Flipper and be out of logic, Waterfall Fairy is now also an option.
Yep. I think, yeah, if you're gonna go and do Zora, you might as well break logic and get that Waterfall Fairy, but
It'd be more of an option for Ninja Dave since they have to go down to Ice Rod Cave.
yeah.
Where does Dave go from here? Looks like we're going to Mountain.
Yeah, okay. I like this play. It's new ground. You get a new save point, and who knows? You could find that one item you need.
Yeah, chat bringing up, they still could do Aga Tower to get Dark World access on the east side for pot and catfish.
True.
Do you want to do it 40 minutes into a seed when you already have Dark World access? Probably not, but you don't know when that hammer or flippers is going to come.
Well, I mean, I guess it could be required, technically, if, let's say, both hammer and flippers are east side Dark World. Ooh, half magic.
I bet Dave's kicking themselves on that one.
Yep. Where was
But-
that 3 minutes ago when I was fighting Moth?
But us as commentators, that's funny.
Oh yeah, I love it. Still gonna go for it at 4 hearts, so
Just to look back at chat, my comment was because they said logical access. The only logical access we have is if we do Aga Tower. Now, we could do Kern Jump, but I don't know how comfortable they are with it, and learning it on the fly. Probably not something you want to do in a race like this.
yeah, that's true. Alright. 3 heart Moth. Nothing on top of Spectacle Rock.
I'm not sure I like this play from Dave.
Mhm.
I mean, Hammer's nice to be able to actually do it.
Yeah.
This also does give them the logical access to East Dark World.
Yep. So, Aga is off the table. And nothing there. And that's gonna be a save quit.
Fortunately, Dark Diplomat taking that death there lost their position when they turned the cape on. It was a great attempt with the cape, but unfortunately,
Yep.
just orientation was all wrong.
Right, this should be more health this fight at least. It's gonna be, yeah, checking pyramid and maybe catfish or pyramid and then just beelining pod.
Yeah, with pod being a crystal, you have everything you need to beat it. It's probably better just to go straight to it. Pyramid's not a bad check when you can just, you know, dash spin your way there, or spin speed your way there.
Yep. Okay, Moth is down. And that was just a blue crystal, yeah?
Yes.
Awesome. And we're seeing our first peak of pod.
Jesse, Moth 4 if you want to count the fact that Ninja Dave got caught by the Wall Master before even making it to Moth. So, Moth's defenses were pretty tight there.
Yep. That's Wall Master one. Okay, going straight up the middle instead of right side.
Yeah, I don't disagree with this play. You know, check your break chest, go check your Stoffels basement.
Yeah, fair enough.
Pod also goes and tests whether or not you learned any key logic so far in Mentor Tournament.
Key logic? What's that?
So for anyone not familiar, there are always guaranteed to be 4 small keys in the front of Pod. Ooh, vanilla big key. Gross.
Hmm.
So far, Ninja Dave has found 2, so we know that the other 2 are guaranteed to be on right side behind the bow.
And that's half magic for Dark Diplomat. Gonna be pretty stoked when they find their hammer here.
I do have to agree with Jesse. You have your big key already. You have 2 small keys. Just go kill Helma and then finish up the cleaning up a pod afterwards.
Yeah, that's... I mean... Doesn't really change much, but yeah, I can see why you would do that.
With just no mirror, it's faster for you to go kill Homa and then immediately come back out the front after doing so. As one of our wonderful moderators of the tournament, Jesse said. I guess you're gonna make me hungry because that word is so close to hamburger. I don't think I agree with this from Dark Diplomat. I probably would have gone over,
Ooh,
done your green pendant check first, then taken the portal over there by Eastern.
fair enough. Red cane.
Yeah,
Oh.
Samari is huge to find here.
Yeah, that's it's required. I think you need it for both what? Ice and Turok?
Well, we don't know anything about ice just yet. It could still be, it still could not be Samari locked, but you do need it for Total Rock, yes.
Okay. And the flute. Wow. Loaded. Yeah, those are two very big finds early on.
Jesse in chat saying that he'd rush Ice Palace. Well, not in logic. I personally agree.
Is it completable?
It
yeah.
is.
Okay. Yeah, why not? Dungeon progression is always good to do.
The only thing you won't find in there is you guarantee yourself you won't find flippers.
Yeah. But so what? You can still find your ice rod there.
Yeah,
Hook
Ice Rod, Hook Shot.
Yeah.
Who knows what pendants you need? Who knows what medallions you need?
Yeah, we can still be looking for a lot of items. We still are looking for a lot of items. And time for Helmasaur.
Yeah, and while Dark Diplomat did also take that Death and Escape, they are still up what crystal and a pendant. Unfortunately, it's green pendant, but I mean that's still another check that we can get.
Yep. Yeah, I would say Dark Diplomat has done a great job of recovering.
I guess that's the kind of why I was suggesting we probably could have done green pendant turn in first, and then just taken the portal that was over here by Eastern, and then went into pot from there. Because we wouldn't need the mirror for that case.
Yep. Yeah, you're kind of just making it a one-off, almost orphan check for green pendant turn-in. I guess it's not too bad to get to with flute, but still. Checking sick kid. Uh, Nothing. Yeah, I'm curious to see where do our runners go from here? You got, as you said, ice. Um,
Uh, Personally, I think Meyer Shed. It's in logic. You
hmm,
can do it. You can still check to see what Meyer is, even though it's a pendant.
yep,
Everything else is out of logic at the moment.
yeah, Marshed, very quick to get to as well. Um, but this makes sense from Ninja Dave going back and going to kill Moth.
Yeah, especially now that you have that half magic plus a bottle full of magic. Probably will see the same strat that DarkDiplomat did with the cape.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I've never thought about using cape there.
Yeah, but unfortunately, Jesse, Dave doesn't know that. So, I mean, in their eyes, it's ABCD. It's just another crystal dungeon for them to clear. And I do agree with you that Ice Palace is a great suggestion right now. It's just one of those things you got to keep in your mind about what's in logic and what's out of logic. But Hookshot could still
Yep,
be there.
there's a lot that could be there.
Because barring a medallion where 3 from go, 4 from go.
Um,
We still need
Ice
Mirror, Flippers,
Rod.
Ice Rod, Hookshot.
Yeah, 4. All right, Moth is down. Yeah, I'd say both runners are pretty even right now, like in terms of where they are, progression done, items they have, and amount of checks they've done.
Alright, so it looks like we are going to see Ice Rod Cave from Dave. Figure out whether or not they're going to do water walks to Zora and everything. Or they're just going to go and fake flipper over to Ice Palace.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out shortly here. Stay tuned.
Ice
Um,
Palace good for the clear, everything else just because they were early checks that we kind of just avoided.
oh yeah. And
Alright,
this
Dark Devil
again.
not going to go activate their flute.
Yep. How are they running on water?
They set up water walk by dashing against a ledge in Ice Rod Cave, and then they jumped off of a downward facing slope. Not a slope, but a downward facing ledge.
I need to
They're
learn
able
how
to
to do
walk on
that.
there, and and they're able to walk in here even with this water walk because they have the Moon Pearl. But if they didn't have Moon Pearl, they not be able to go in there. They'd be swimming as soon as they entered the door.
Oh. Huh, weird.
But if they were to go and check Hobo, they would be back into a fake flipper state, but they'd have to actually set up the fake flipper from there.
Got you. Yeah. See if Sora has anything. Nothing today.
No, but we are going to go see
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, I love this. This is where we're kind of seeing some divergence, but I have a feeling this is where Ninja Dave is going to be fluting to next. I was wrong.
To be honest, I don't disagree with this in their mind. Thief Sound's green pendant, fully clearable. They have the hammer so they can check big chest. We obviously know it's not the right decision, but they don't know that, so I don't disagree with it in their mind.
Yep.
Oh, hammer pegs.
I do like this. Hammer pegs, and you could pick up the lunchbox if you so please.
We are gonna go see Ice Palace.
Ooh.
Oh, there's the mirror.
Okay,
That makes my area a lot more attractive now, because that's a full clear of desert.
Yep. Yeah, probably just gonna go do Cave 45 and do desert and stuff. Uh-huh.
Chat bringing up that, yes, there's our mountain logic as well, so that's a lot of things we can go and clear now.
Yeah.
Following that logic chain is also... Ooh.
Silvers.
Hi, second bow in illogical Ice Palace.
Yeah, no kidding. I will definitely take it, though. Yeah. What? 3 items from go now?
I'm wondering if
mirror.
DarkDiplomat even knows how to do Icebreaker, because we are walking up north. Oh, flipping the switch. I don't know if I agree with that.
Oh, what does flipping the switch do?
It lets you go and just clear out Ice Palace immediately instead of doing a full clear of it. So they won't be able to do Ice Tea Room. They'll just go straight to Cold Stare.
Okay. Struggling with Icebreaker here. Oh, I guess we could go full clear desert now as well with that mirror.
Thank you, Maps. That's more accurate of what I meant to say. Let you get to the boss without needing the big key.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Dark Diplomat is struggling to get that down right input. Finding another bottle in the back in the vanilla key chest of desert.
There you go.
Very nice. Oh, there's our second
Bombs.
item.
Yep, just have to go kill the boss.
I want to use this second to go and just say, go give both of our runners as well as their mentors a follow. Go give my co-commentator a follow, as well as our tracker, Amphils, as well as our restreamer, Mr. Angry Pants.
Yeah. That being said, also go give my fellow Furious a follow. And also, if you are loving this tournament as much as we are, check out the Discord and as well as the Go Mode podcast. Sing iced tea.
Ooh, very close.
Now you just gonna use the cape if it gets to it. Ooh!
So those are flippers locked.
Yeah.
So Mirror is logical access to Death Mountain, or East Death Mountain.
Yep.
Calling it now, Ice Rod on Laser Bridge.
Ew. Oh.
Unfortunately, I am worried that might push Dark Diplomat a little bit further away from Hammer Pegs to go get that mirror.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like now you have that hook. You want to go clear out right side Death Mountain and all that stuff. Like, ooh, yeah. I don't
Diplomat,
know.
use your hook shot on those.
Where are we going?
If you fall into that pot, it spawns you in a room with fairies. It's very niche and not commonly seen.
Well, we seen it today. Oh, wait. Is this how you do... This is how you do, Ice without Samaria. You have to drop blocks down into that room.
Yes. And in the vanilla game, you do Mire after Ice, so you wouldn't normally have it.
Okay, I thought Samaria was just, like, required for Ice.
Very nice fight there by Dark Diplomat on Cold Stare.
Wait, that was it?
Very nice fight.
Yeah, that was quick. Like, I blinked and it was over.
Mr. Angry Pants, I wish that was true. If butter can melt ice.
Yeah, this is what I afraid was gonna happen.
I mean, so far, both the runners are converging. However, Dark Diplomat's done things that Ninja Dave hasn't done, and vice versa. So, still anyone's game at the moment. It does just make you wonder how far Dark Diplomat's going to be pushed away from Hammer Pegs, because eventually Dave is going to be pushed into going to Ice Palace, whether they find flippers or not.
Yep, I agree. I think Hammer Pegs is the more the like check that is avoidable because you're going into ice no matter what. As you said, it's a crystal, so. Oh, whoa, whoa! Talk about convergence.
Yeah, Jesse, that's another reason that we hope these mentors are a little bit more hands-on, especially in week 5. They haven't, just completely let the wheels go to the mentees, because you do want to make sure that we are remembering logic.
I need to learn that bomb jump.
Your controller will naturally set you into that corner, and if it doesn't, then you can use the spin tech to set yourself in there, and then just place a bomb.
Did you see what was on the island there?
It was
I
blue
missed
mail.
it. Ooh. Probably won't see that, but nice.
Diplomat, please use your hook shot on these things. They do kill.
Oh, I didn't catch what medallion that was on Turtle Rock.
I unfortunately was looking at chat, so I also missed it.
Hopefully we'll see it on Dark Diplomat side.
According to our tracker, Meyer was Quake.
Ooh. We are gonna get the blue mail on Ninja Dave's side. Oh, I guess Dark Diplomat can't even get that blue mail.
No, they can't.
Alright. I'm gonna be paying attention this time. I promise. Quake as well. Okay. Alright, so now the question. Where's Quake? Where's Ice Rod? Where's Flippers? There's Quake. Well, that answered the question very, very quick. So yeah, what? 2 items from Go?
On Dark Diplomat side, still 3, but on Ninja Dave's side, 2.
No, each side's 3. Hook shot, ice rod, flippers, and ice rod, flippers, mirror.
I actually meant no mode, I'm sorry. I've
Oh,
completely missed out on it. I meant to say that, and I still said Dave's side.
yeah.
Alright, we did sync our runners back up here. Thank you to our restreamer again, Mr. Angry Pants.
What would we do without you?
Not be able to watch this fantastic race between these two.
Exactly.
And I'd say bring our wonderful voices to our wonderful community. However, I don't know how many of them have us on mute at the moment.
This is a TR dip.
I'm not opposed to it.
I'm not either. Hopefully we find Ice Rod in here, or it's not a fun dungeon to go through multiple times.
Flippers still could be in here and put Dark Diplomat back in logic had they grabbed
Nope.
the mirror.
Nope, Flippers cannot be in here. Quake was locked by Hookshot. Hookshot is Flipper's lock.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Only thing that can be in here is Ice Rod. Or in Dark Diplomat's mind, Mirror, I guess, as well.
Thank you to you and chat. I missed where Quake was. I was trying to figure out another situation.
Yep.
Well, we at least know that Flippers then also cannot be on PED.
Ooh, true.
Ice Rod could be.
Yeah. That it could be. You already said, though. You called it about 10-20 minutes ago. Laser Bridge.
No, I think it'd be more fun to have it on PED or on Pyramid Fairy. Of course, you know, everyone wants a PED seed unless you're the one playing it.
Yeah, that's true. I still have yet to roll a ped seed in my short A Link to the Past career. No.
I can give you a really good one that I did a restream for a few weeks ago.
Alright, I said I haven't rolled one. I didn't say I wanted to play one. So keep them to yourself, how about you?
I rolled garbage.
I've been told. Thief sound now? Ooh, that was nice.
Dark Diplomat, unfortunately, just not getting it.
That was a cool trick with Samaria. I never thought about that. Thought about doing that. Yeah, back into Thieves Town for Ninja Dave.
Logically not opposed.
I mean, our flippers could just be sitting on green ped turn-in.
Green ped turn in. We still don't know what's in hammer chest or big chest. I mean.
Yep. Yeah, there's like.
Ooh, very nice on Dark Diplomat to remember to put their cape back on.
Yeah, those chain chomps are annoying. I haven't had too many problems with them, but I've heard horror stories.
I guess we never really acknowledged. Ninja Dave got a promotion. He's no longer a green ninja. He's now the blue ninja.
Yep.
Goes from water. Goes from earth to water. Maybe he'll even become a fire ninja.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Although he is unable to become the Avatar because there's no way for him to learn airbending.
Alright, hear me out. Ice Rod is on Mimic Cave, which Dark Diplomat cannot get because he does not have Mirror.
I would cry in a corner after this race is over.
Yeah, because, like, the thing is, you don't come back for Mimic Cave ever. That becomes a hard last location, no matter what.
Well, I mean, even just being in here is already out of logic, so I mean, Ninja Dave also is currently unable to get there. We're looking for those logically required flippers.
Yep.
No, put Book in Mimic Cave and put Ice Rod on Bombo's tablet.
Yes, please. Almost tablet is my lucky check, I'm telling you. 3. And
Yeah, Aegis, that's not actually that bad, because if you're gonna get Mirror from Laser Bridge, you would just Mirror straight away. Go check Mimic Cave. It would be slightly annoying. But boy, do we have a seed for you that's been recently played that requires double dips of dungeons.
yeah.
Also, very nice fight on Ninja Dave's side there.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. That was I don't think they got hit in the entire first two phases.
Welcome, Clear Mouse. And if you skipped going outside, it would mean that you'd be very pasty. Not in you in particular, but...
Here's another check we have not seen yet.
Vanilla.
I did not know you could bonk that door. Oh.
Dark Diplomat just having a very rough time.
Yeah.
But they made it past the chain chomps.
Yep. Made it past chain chomps, got the safety door. You're this deep into the dungeon, it's not really worth just dipping now. Like, if you're gonna commit, you're gonna commit, right? Like,
I think Dave probably should have gone through the portal there, because we still haven't seen Catfish either.
that is true. Alright, moment of truth. I don't think we've seen this yet. Oh! There's our logic.
Oh, we called that a while ago.
The good thing is, Dark Diplomat can get those. The bad news, when do they get them?
Yeah, I mean, in some twisted way, Dark Diplomat has had logic for a while. He's just skipped a step.
Yep.
He has decided to skip step 2 and went straight to step 3 of Profit.
Yeah. Damn.
Oh.
If we didn't have to do Swamp, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but...
This does tie back into, you know, having checked Green Pendant turn in before going to Pod.
Yep. Yeah, that would have... I think this would have if they were to have done it that way, I feel... yeah.
That actually hurt. Like, I cringed in my chair. For Dark
Yeah.
Diplomat.
I was kind of hunched down and I sat right up. Oh, well, there...
So we know where Red Mail is. We got Butter Sword sub 30 minutes. And we know where Mirror Shield is as well.
Yep.
And Silvers. So, Baby Seed? Question mark?
Yeah.
If you follow the logic the right way?
I guess it all depends where Ice Rod is. And it's not Laser Bridge. Okay,
Ped.
yeah, it's a save quit. I still think, imagine it, it's on Mimic Cave.
While not the death nail for Dark Diplomat, I guess I should reinforce this too. That was not the death nail for Dark Diplomat. However, it definitely did not help their chances.
Nope. Nope. Yeah, and the thing is, like, even if they were to go get their flippers right now, who knows when they go and do get their mirror. Hammer Pegs is just so...
Yeah, for them that's so far out of the realms because they've already done Thieves Town. They've already done Smith Chain. There's no reason for them to go back over there until it's definitely their last location.
Has Dark Diplomat done Smith Chain? I don't think they have. I think only NinjaDave has.
I could have sworn we saw them do Dig Game, go back up, grab Smith.
No, that was NinjaDave. Dark Diplomat didn't do that. Unless yeah.
When does the panic start to set in?
When the seed starts. When you torture yourself with randomizers every day.
Ooh, this might be it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, still not going to turn in that green pendant, though, so even the mirror is not entirely going to save them.
Yeah, they've done the first part of the equation. They beat blind. The thing is, when do they do the second part of the equation?
No!
What?
They saved and quit after grabbing the Smith.
What's wrong with that?
You're already right there with hammer pegs. And with hammer pegs having mirror, you then grab the mirror and do Smith Chain that way.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Well, but if you're already in Dark World, why would you save and quit to go back to the Light World, then to have to go all the way back north to do the portal again? If you're already right there, may as well check hammer pegs while you're grabbing it.
Unless they plan on getting the lunchbox. After.
You could have done that had you checked hammer pegs, because you still would have gotten the mirror and done the same thing.
Yep.
True, chat, but he would already be in Dark World with the frog. Grab that mirror, and then would just mirror back over. It's still faster than having saved and quit to Sanctuary. Because when he still finds that mirror in hammer pegs, what does he have to do with the lunchbox then? Like, it just saves him a little bit of time?
This is gonna be...
Yeah, I'm agree. Mr. Angry Pants is sort of agreeing with me, just in different order of operations. The traditional way is do hammer pegs since you're passing it anyways.
Yeah, and they're not even going back for it.
Not even going for purple chest either. So again, what was the point of skipping hammer pegs if you had to pass it? Like, and I get chat saying he doesn't know that though. We know that though. I'm looking at it through a we know. You're still passing hammer pegs.
We're going to go see Catfish.
I don't understand this routing.
Neither do I, but let the runner do what the runner wants to do.
Yeah, but at what point do you question the mentor?
I mean... I think they're probably just trying to remember what's in logic and what's non-logic. Is there a certain pixel that Dark Diplomat's looking for?
I think they might be walking them through this live. Which, I mean, how often are you prepared to do a current jump, you know, week 5 into the mentor tournament?
Yep.
I think I've gone over it once this entire tournament. And it was just more of a refresher for me. Drew, that also depends on whether or not they know Splash Delete. Maybe they knew current jump, they were just trying to get the pixel. It just depends on what the runner knows.
I know
And
for a
that's
fact. I know
sorry?
for a fact the mentor knows Splash Delete because the mentor they have has taught me Splash Delete. But yeah,
Yeah, it was more of a, whether the mentee already knew it. Because
that's
I'm more
true.
comfortable with current jump than I am with Splash Delete. I can tell you how to do it. I have only done it probably once in my life.
Okay.
I mean, they now have access to desert, but we're also given 2 other checks.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
This race has definitely taken a very interesting turn with those flippers.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Was that... Oh,
There's
that...
the death nail in the ice rod.
I think... Unfortunately, I don't like to call a race before it's over, but...
So we are in no mode, by the way. We are, if an hour and 28 minutes in, we are in no mode.
Oh! Ninja Dave doesn't
Because
have Quake yet.
yes, so we know where Quake is, so we know where every item required to beat the game is. We are just waiting on Dave to go up there. Probably should be their next objective since they've already done every other crystal.
Yep.
Oh, they didn't do Ice Palace according to our tracker. Yep, never mind. There we
There
go.
you go.
I was like, I saw them in there. I just didn't remember if they actually beat it or not. I was trying to figure out Dark Diplomat's routing at the time. I also know I know I sound very critical. I am just, 1, trying to understand. 2, the mentor tournament is about, you know, helping each other as well as mentors helping individual people one-on-one. So I don't hope anyone takes my comments as negative or, you know, mean towards Dark Diplomat or Wackerly. It's just we're trying to figure it out.
Yep. And
As Mr. Angry Pants just said, mistakes happen. Like,
yeah, it's rando. Like, you're not gonna win 100% of the time. Like, even like you could have a route that you're comfortable with, and then some seeds it'll work, some seeds it won't. And at the same time, just mistakes happen. We're all human, so we're not.
and
Yeah.
runners do watch these back to hear our perspective on things. And again, I know I sounded like I was getting frustrated with it, but it's more just when there's two people on a call, you kind of question yourself when you have, you know, the bird's eye view. I don't know what's going on in that voice chat, so I don't mean to come off as negative or critical. It's just trying to understand, you know, something I don't understand.
Yeah. So that's Swamp. Where do you go now for Ninja Dave? All you're looking for is your Quake med. Where do you start looking for it?
Well, thankfully, because of Quake being Mire requirement, we know they're not going to go look in the last pendant dungeon. After this, they may be forced up to Catfish, and then from there up to the mountain.
Yep. I agree with that. Yeah, I guarantee they're probably starting to run a little slim on checks. They've done every dungeon they can. And they've done quite the majority of the overworld checks, so. Blue pot! That's convenient.
Yes, Drew. Breaking logic. If we actually had this discussion, and I believe it was the Mentor General channel last week about spheres. You should always have something in your mind telling you, all right, this is out of logic, but this item or these items get me back in logic. Where can those be? Like how I had made the comment that flippers couldn't be in Mire because flippers led not directly but indirectly to Quake, which would have gotten us into Mire.
Yep.
Very nice double kill there on Landmo.
Oh, yeah. Gonna go turn in the mushroom. Missed your ride.
Gonna use this opportunity again to just go give both these runners and their mentors a follow. Dark Diplomat, Wackerly, NinjaDave04, Sawyer, my co-commentator Kyrie Strombomb, our tracker Amphils, and our restreamer Mr. Angry Pants. Go give everyone a follow here. Go give Go Podcast a follow. Join the Discord. Mentor Tournament is something that gets put on every year, and it's an act of love by both the moderators and the Go Mode Podcast team. We just want to make sure that everyone gets their flowers, and we try to show off as many new runners and mentors as we can when it comes to this tournament. And I'd love for everyone just to go give everyone a follow.
Yeah, give everyone a follow, and if you have not picked up the game and are interested, there's tons of people in the Discord who love to teach, love to learn, love to race, so yeah, it's a great community to get into if you're looking at trying this game out for yourself.
Yeah, and if you feel like you've missed the Mentor Tournament, don't feel that, you know, it's just because it's once a year that learning stops when the mentor tournament does. We have people joining all the time telling us, hey, I want to get into this, where do I start? And just by that very sentence, they start learning, because we will all start posting different locations they can start learning from, or different sources, and heck, we'll even teach them in the Discord.
Uh-oh. We're going into mire.
Yeah, this unfortunately might be the end for Dark Diplomat.
I think this is where Dark Diplomat has forgone the logic and forgone that his flippers cannot be here. And it happens. When you do a big logic break, it was a while ago now too, like earlier into the seed. It's easy to forget and lose track of where things can and cannot be. Yeah, that's just rando. Like, keeping track of the logic when you're going out of logic is a skill in its own.
Yeah, and I bet you we're going to see Ether Tablet here first, because it's just easier for them to check it with that book, and then find their way over to Dark Death Mountain for Hookshot Cave.
Exactly.
Doctor, the flippers are on Green Pendant Turn-In, which Dark Diplomat has had for probably an hour now.
Dark Diplomat beat blind before NinjaDave did, is the thing. And then just when they went to go to pod, they took...
Ooh, flash warning on Dave's side there. So when they open up Turtle Rock, I'll give the same warning.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what it came down to. Was just... Yeah, I'm not even sure. As you said, I would have done it the same way Dark Diplomat did, probably, because I wouldn't think to go to the portal by Eastern. So, but
it's one of those things that's small, because they had already beaten Eastern, so you're right. You probably don't think about that portal being there, but knowing you have to go to pod.
Yeah, that's the shitty thing about we're about to get our go mode right here, and there we go.
1 hour, 37 minutes, 46 seconds. Ninja Dave has entered go mode.
So we will be go moding Turtle Rock. I don't remember where the big key was, do you?
I do not, but I do just want to give one more flash warning, because Ninja Dave does not have reduced flashing on, so if you are photosensitive to light, go ahead and cover your eyes here in a second.
We'll let you know when it's safe.
I forgot it's Quake, it doesn't even use light. My bad. But we are safe.
Oh.
This is another reason why we recommend that all runners use, reduce flashing if you're going to be on restream, but we can't force them to, so...
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's one thing, I didn't even know what the setting was, so I just left it off because it's default off, and then after being mentored by, it was actually Wackerly was like, please turn it on.
Yeah, if you're playing by yourself and you're not being restreamed or you're not streaming, by all means, do whatever you feel is best for you.
Well, the thing is, I just didn't know what it did, so... Like,
That's fair.
You don't know what something does, so you just kind of leave it off. Anyway, back to the runners. We are in go mode, Turtle Rock, and Mire, which... It's Mire.
In their eyes, Ice Rock could still be on pedestal.
That's true.
And that's just if they've forgotten logic of mirror and
But
flippers.
in that case, when they were on Death Mountain, they didn't touch Tower of Hera.
Sin Dennis, that's perfectly fine. To be honest, I find that one funny. I'm kind of also surprised that reduced flashing is not, like, just default on and mandatory at this point, and that every seed just doesn't generate that way.
Yep. Low health here, so Ninja Dave has to be careful.
Thank you, Mr. Angry Pants. That is the perfect answer to explain it, and I'm going to read it just so that everyone has it for future use after this VOD. Yeah, we don't want to alter the game from its natural state, like, permanently, or else. That would be very bad.
Uh-oh.
Very clutch
Half
cape
heart.
there.
Yeah, half heart has to be careful. Take it slow even if you're go mode. Don't die. It's the biggest thing. It's more of a time loss to die than it is to take it slow and live. Gonna get the safety door maybe, and then Death Warp to get some more health. Oh no! You know, I almost wonder if Dark Diplomat thinks they turned in Green Pendant and just forgot that they didn't.
I mean, it's possible.
Like,
I do
yeah.
I do wonder, an hour and 42 minutes in, do you start to sweat not seeing a dot done from your opponent yet?
Yeah, that's another option. Yeah, I think they're pushing Ped.
Haiku, we do know where Flippers is. It's on Green Pendant turn in. Oh, reduced flash. No reduced flashing on Dark Diplomats either. And Mirror is on Hammer Pegs.
We got the safety door. We're good.
Thankfully, I don't think we're going to be seeing any more flashing, because Bombos doesn't do it, Quake doesn't do it, and neither one of our runners has either. So, I think we should be good on flashing, but in case one of our runners does get either, I will be reminding again when I see them use it.
Yep. I think that's the last key that Ninja Dave needs.
I mean, it's possible, Dr. John. Just like back to the whole, hammer picks thing. Mistakes do happen. Like, it's possible that they did Thieves Town, but to be fair, they are doing their last pendant dungeon. I'm hoping that they just don't think that, everything's gonna be in logic from here on out.
Yep.
Heck, I'm kind of scared because we know what's on Lumberjack Ledge, and I'm worried that they might just oops all dungeon this seed.
Pretty nice try next fight.
Is down. So we have 7 crystals. Do you know what that means?
I think I do. Time to go kill the pig.
It means it's time for our wonderful guessing game of where the GT Big Key will be.
Oh, right, first.
There are 22 checks in Ganon's tower. Each one of them can go and contain the Big Key. So go ahead and get your guesses in chat. And do you want to take a guess where it is?
Well, personally, I always like to think it's gonna be on Hope Chest, but rarely happens. So I won't get my hopes
Doctor, I
up.
need a number. Aegis, you too. I'm personally gonna go with number 7.
I'm gonna go with number 1. Actually, I changed my guess. I'm going with number 9 because 9 is my lucky number.
Aegis Tower Room is whatever number they feel like. It could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 22. I also want to answer the question in chat before we get too far into this. Clear Mouse, I believe that they are not. Sorry, I believe they are. They can have their own tracker up and follow along the logic with their mentee. But obviously,
Oh, we're going straight to this. Oh.
I'm confused what Dark Diplomat is looking to find other than Ice Rod here. They know they have Green Pendant.
Yeah. I guess. It had nothing, right? It was junk.
Yeah, it had nothing. We know where everything is. It was just nothing.
I mean, it could have been something like magic or blue cane or...
This is 5. This is 6.
Come on.
We are avoiding Tower Room, so Tower Room will probably be number 22.
Give me number 9. 7.
Alright. Dark Diplomat is going to finally find that mirror at Hammer Pegs.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, too late.
Yeah, this is going to be kind of one of those facepalm moments, like, oh, man.
Very disheartening, but I hope this doesn't, dissuade them from playing in the future. There's 7, 8. Actually, there's 9, I'm sorry.
My guess is out 4.
And there's 11. Very good information to know that their stun prize is fairies, by the way.
Fairies, yeah. I don't think we've seen that yet. It's Tower Room. I'm calling it now.
There's 12.
Pretty clean execution so far. I do say so myself. I did not know you could bonk over that. 13. Gonna keep going.
So over on Dark Diplomat side, just gonna say again that I do believe they might be checking Bombos tablet. There is no flash warning because Bombos does not have a flash to it. 17 checks in.
So, there's what, 5 left?
Very good attempt, NinjaDave. You were just 1 pixel too short. Oh, this is the play.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh, it hurts, man.
I can't help but to feel a little bad.
Doc, the ice rod was in Big Chest of Swamp Palace. Yeah, this is gonna be very disheartening for Dark Diplomat here.
Yeah.
And again, mistakes happen. Who knows what actually happened there on their side?
I mean,
19,
yeah.
20,
Me?
21. Avoided tile room by 1.
Wow. Alright, well, that is what we know to be go mode for Dark Diplomat. Unfortunately, just a little too late.
Well, unfortunately, it's not go mode just yet. They still do need to grab that ice rod out of Swamp Palace.
Well, yeah, we know it's basically go mode because we know where they're just gonna run right by it. But
Well, that depends on if they actually check the big chest or not. They could just go straight to the back, kill Argus, and then hope it's there.
yeah,
Yes, Big Key's on the way. Actually, I believe Big Key's actually on South check, so that depends on if they do South check too. I don't know, Haiku. Would you want to do left side swamp when you just last located your flippers in there?
no. Actually, yes, I would. I personally would still full clear because I'd be paranoid at this point.
I would probably check it after. Oop, there's ether, so I will be doing flash warnings. I personally would probably check it after doing Argus. Normally I'm a left side person to do it first, but if I last located everything else that I needed to get in here, I probably do left side after.
Valid.
Very nice Becky clip.
Yep. Textbook.
Nope, they are gonna go check this, get their big key, and then grab that ice rod.
Like, honestly, like, take away the unnecessary mire, take away the turtle rock double dip, be pretty close. Wow, that was nice.
Thank you, Aegis, for following up with that, because I was very concerned and about to ask some questions.
Oh, I just saw that in chat.
To answer your question, Hervey, yeah. Drew got it before me. It's Star Fox. Also, welcome, Hervey.
Is this Star Fox?
Yes. I just looked at their race time room.
Huh.
And Argus is down on DarkDiplomat side. Herfy, did you at least win your mini golf?
Answer better be yes. This is like very intense music for Gan Tower. I love it.
Nice.
That's a double. Ooh. Oh, another double. That was like...
Very nice lineup.
Yeah. And another double. Just like that. I do hope Dark Diplomat finishes though. It's always feels good to finish a seed. So
Yeah, that's another thing that's really big with, well, rando in general. Always better to finish your seeds, because even if, you know, you're on the losing end of a race, it's still practice.
yep. I mean, there's certain times where like I couldn't be bothered, but it is good to get reps in. GT reps are always good. So
Dave also has that blue potion and green potion in their back pocket.
very true. Yeah, shouldn't have any problems. No. Yeah.
Sub 30-minute gold sword.
Yeah, that was insane. Right?
Ooh. Very nice recovery there.
Nice double, too. That was very clean.
Get your GGs in chat for NinjaDave04.
Yep.
And with that, Ninja... Nope. Reduced flashing. Or no reduced flashing, I'm sorry. I didn't notice that they even pulled out Ether. With that, NinjaDave04 has finished with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 59 minutes, 12 seconds. GG's.
Yeah. What a race. Honestly, like, love ups and downs for both runners. A lot of questionable, like, oh no, when are they gonna go there type moments, right? Again, for both runners, like, yeah.
Meanwhile,
So,
Dark Diplomat making their way back down to Trinex.
yeah, they've already cleared out the dungeon, so all they have to go and do is slay the boss. Yeah, no word if we're gonna get an interview yet. But yeah, it was I think it was a pretty interesting seed. Those flippers were cringe. um Got to see a lot of cool tricks from both runners.
Yeah, this was definitely not an easy seed. It did have some very nice logic points to follow it most of the way there.
Yep.
Ooh.
No. Oh, got the safety fairy. We're good.
Alright, try next down on Dark Diplomat side as well.
Oh, we just gotta wait till we get to chest 21. Maybe slightly faster. Who knows? I think we are getting Ninja Dave for an interview. GG's.
Thank you, thank you.
We are joined
Um,
now by the winner of our race, NinjaDave04. GG's.
Yep.
Thank you.
Welcome in. Um.
So
Yeah.
not going into Ice Palace seemed to be the play.
Yeah.
So those flippers.
Um. So any.
So first off, again, GG's, and I do want to at least ask about your kind of routing, because you were very strictly in logic basically the entire time. Any initial thoughts coming out of that seed?
It wasn't very linear. I was just kind of guessing on where to go for most of it. I don't. Story brought up going into Ice Palace a couple of times, and I just would go and do something else because I don't like breaking logic if I don't have to. Because we would have found hook shot, and that probably would have got us in the hook shot cave. I'm assuming they probably did Meyer and before they even went into TR looking for the ice rod.
They did. They did TR first.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, there were some major logic breaks on Dark Diplomat's side that, because you didn't do, kind of helped you follow it a little bit more. They got their green pendant very super early. They went in and finished blind without having the hammer, so they did skip the big chest, but they followed that up by going into Ice Palace and getting that hook shot. And the question always then became, well, where's the flippers at, and what's the logical mountain access? Which
Right.
thankfully we found that mirror in hammer pegs, but it did get skipped on Dark Duel on that side for a very long time as well, because logic just kept pushing them further and further away from it with that hook shot.
Right. Yeah, and they had the flippers in their back pocket without even realizing it. Because I think it was on green pendant, right?
It was.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had green pendant very early, and then they just never turned it in.
Yeah, we went.
Fortunately.
Yeah, we went into thieves just to kind of reset my hearts because I had 1.5, 2.5, something like that. And I figured while we were here, we'll do the front 4. And when the first 4 checks were garbage, we didn't even want to go to the back if we didn't have to. So then I went to Moth and died like 5 times, you know.
I was going to bring that up, but I did want to at least also ask. I was wondering if you initially skipped Thieves Town because of not having that hammer and not wanting to leave the big chest for later on.
No, it was just because there was 3 junk items in the front. It was a pendant. And if we didn't have to go to the back, we didn't need to. There were other checks in Logic to do as well. And I wouldn't. I have a personal vendetta with Moth, and I'm trying to get better at killing him with less gear. So,
Yeah.
very salty when we left there and I got all 3 swords.
We joked about that as well as the half magic on Old Man.
Yeah, I got everything I needed to fight. If I'd had all that going into it the first time, probably would have been a non-issue. But
happens.
Yeah,
well, you did very well on your fights with Moth. It was the scoreboard between both runners and Mothula. Mothula 3, runners 2.
Okay. That's good to know.
And Wallmaster 1.
Yeah, I might just stop walking, go to the door, I got grabbed. The sword's like, what happened? I went, I don't know. I must have just stopped. I could have sworn I held on to it, but yeah. And then looking up at the laser eye in TR, he yelled. He's like, "Don't do that!" As I was screaming obscenities into the microphone.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, yeah, get in the safety door. And then I saw you look up. I was like, no!
Yep. He's like, what do you do? Don't. Yep. So then we just ran through it again and got the safety door just in case. But
if I recall, you didn't need it.
no, I didn't. 4 potions, gold sword, silver. Like I felt pretty. I feel pretty confident in my Tridex fight, especially with gold.
Yeah, fair enough.
Now getting their big key from behind Ice Armos. Your mentor does have a few comments that they would like to add. The only reason I wanted him out was the safety door. Then Dave is like, oh look, an eye.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It happens. You know.
That's why we're the mentees and not the mentors.
Exactly.
Was there any point that you kind of considered doing Aga, considering you got Cape and Lamp super early on in the seed?
When we got Cape and Lamp super early on in the seed, we were like, okay, Aga's an option. It could definitely be a thing. Let's see if we could find a reason not to do it. And thankfully, we didn't have to.
You found the reason.
Yeah, but it like super early on, I was like, not this one, but Sage by to glove.
I just want to play a seed. I don't want to have to do Aga.
Climbing. All right.
Yeah. Into the gauntlet now. So.
And just in case that they do use Ether here, there is no reduced flashing on Ether Runner slides, so just in case, I want to give that warning now.
Yep.
I do want to ask about early routing decisions. You had Bow, you had Lamp. Was there a reason you chose South Shore versus going straight to Eastern Palace? Like, I'm assuming you skipped Ice Rod Cave because you had half a heart at the time.
Yeah, that's exactly why we skipped Ice Rod. I did South Shore. It was Spear 0. And if there was something in Mini Moldorm, because like in my experience, Mini Moldorm is a hype cave. Like there's usually something good in there. So I figured we could do that, and then if there was nothing, then we would just go do Eastern after that.
Yeah.
I know that shovel probably helped influence, South Shore, since it was easy just to follow that from race game.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking for an opportunity to farm Smoke Rock, but, didn't need to this time.
Very nice Landmo 2 there on Dark Diplomat side.
Yeah.
Very early on in the seed, first of all, great escape on your side, but Dark Diplomat did, however, take a death right after rescuing Zelda.
Two deaths, one before and one after.
Oh, that's rough. Yeah,
Yeah,
me
they
and
got-
actually, Sawyer and I had sat down like literally right before we got started, and we kind of ran through escape. 'Cause I wanted to, I felt pretty confident about it. I just wanted to go over dash lines with him. So we had just gone over that like literally 10 minutes before the run even started. So that was all super fresh in my head.
Nice. I do believe Dark Diplomat does have a safety fairy, so.
Does he have another one? Because I saw him use one in against Tridex, I believe.
Yeah, I think he picked one up in when in one of the rooms in GT when they
yeah,
realized that fairies were
yeah,
a
DM
fun
room.
prize.
That's right. Oh god.
But yeah, I don't think there's too much like. Besides the moth fight, you had a fairly clean feed.
Sawyer would like to also say, I only had to say boots, 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 boots like 10 times as opposed to 40.
Yeah. Yeah, in the first couple weeks, he'd be like, Dave, you have boots. You have boots. Hit your A button. But this time, even if it was a small dash, I was hitting that A button because I wanted to make Sawyer happy. I don't like when Sawyer's not happy.
Yeah, no, I told my mentor, I gave them permission to yell at me if I forget to dash. I'm like, if I'm not dashing enough, yell at me, please. Call me dumb. Do something to get my attention so I use them.
Yeah,
I already know. Sorry, go ahead.
I even made a comment to him. I was like, I'm sure it probably drives you insane that I'm dashing in these small spots and not where I probably should be. And he was just like, as long as you're dashing, I don't care.
Yeah.
I am notoriously bad with remembering that I have boots because I've played too many Cs where I've just gone without boots.
Right.
Yep. I got 2 for Dark Diplomat now. The nice lineup and gets the triple. I think. Pretty sure they got it.
Only got 1 on that first one. Did get the triple. Did get 1 on the second one, or on that third lineup there.
Yeah, I think it was a 3-2-1.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, we're about to head into Ganon, so hopefully it's a clean fight.
Yeah, dropping in, Sawyer said, don't be afraid to use your cape. So I made sure that's what I did. There we go. All right. Phase 1. See, he didn't even use his cape.
I'm also, for some reason, now struggling to remember where the last mail upgrade was, because you got the one off Floating Island and Dark Diplomat got the other one.
Laser Bridge.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, was it Laser Bridge? Okay, yeah, we didn't even look at Laser Bridge.
All right. So phase 1 down into phase 2. Phase 2 down. Probably gonna drink a green pot. Yep.
Does have enough arrows.
Does indeed have plenty of arrows. Lost speed for just a second. That's fine. Oh, they're not gonna get the torch glitch. That's fine.
No,
Got
but
the
did
double.
get 2 arrows off.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Let's talk about your triples after their fight is over. Or not triples, but your arrows, because that was impressive as well.
That was all luck. it was nerves. I'm like, he's gonna finish. Like I knew I was gonna get sniped. I really felt like I was gonna get sniped. Especially with the deaths on Moth. Um,
GG's
Ganon
Diplomat here.
down.
GG's, bud. Yeah, so I was just swinging and shooting and praying.
Yep. And I just noticed too, you snuck in the sub 2 as well, which is impressive.
Yeah, barely.
And yeah, get your GGs in chat for Dark Diplomat. Yeah, sometimes like it's mentally hard to stick out a seat after you lost the race, but always feels good to finish even if you lost. So
Yeah.
GGs
With
on
that,
that.
Dark Diplomat did finish with an official racetime.gg time of 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 37 seconds. GG's.
And the time differential doesn't matter, at least in this mode. So.
Yep.
Or at least in the tournament, I guess I should say, not mode. But yeah.
I will admit, I will be one of the first ones to admit that I was really kind of hoping Ishra was on pedestal.
I know you were acting like that's new information.
Yeah, I mean, something being on ped was not outside of my, like, I had it in the back of my mind the whole time. Especially after we did Hera and did Thieves and got both pendants. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, if we get Quake, then I have to go into Mire, then pendants option as well.
Yep. The nice thing is that you were able to deduce that it couldn't be your flippers.
Yeah.
Because flippers lock Quake.
I also did joke that you did have a baby seed. You had, gold sword sub 30 minutes, silver arrows right there in the first check of Ice Palace. We knew where your mirror shield was. We now know where your red mail was.
Right. Yeah, I picked up arrows and silvers and swords. Like, don't complain about Ganon. I was happy with gold. Like the silvers are just making it a little bit easier.
Lamp in Zelda Cell, so no
yeah.
dark rooms.
Yeah, we both yelled at the same. We're both like, "Is this even randomized?" And then as I'm going up the catfish, I was like, "Watch, Quake is here too," because Lamp was in Zelda Cell.
So ironically, Catfish is actually how Dark Diplomat did Desert. Because of them not having that mirror, they actually used the book they got from Catfish to complete Desert Palace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess because they never had the mirror. That is true.
And chat reminding us that Tempered and Gold being next to each other, there was so much hype for Hype Cave.
Oh yeah, Hype Cave had all the hype in it this time. Yeah, we went up to Catfish and sort of like, I just hope you don't get the book, and then that's, of course, that's what he had. So, but that actually pushed us up the mountain to get the tablet and then go check Hookshot Cave because we had the Hookshot too. So,
yep.
Though I think I was going up to the mountain, the Hookshot Cave either way.
Yeah, fair enough. Besides the Moth fiasco, is there anything you felt you could have done differently?
Cold Stare could have been a little tighter.
Okay.
And my Argus fight definitely needs a little bit of work as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, those are just shouldn't be too bad. Just grinding into practice act to work on your boss execution, I guess.
Yeah, that was my I think it was my first time successfully doing a quick Armos, and when I did Eastern, and my first time doing Icebreaker successfully.
Really?
Not taking like 5 minutes to get it set up. Yeah. And I would try to do the sword buffer, and I always missed it. And then me and Sawyer sat there and talked about it, and he showed me the menu buffer way, and I was like, and I'm able to knock it out pretty regularly now. So got to do that for the first time on stream here, and then last time I learned how to do Diver Down, so I'm pretty happy.
Nice.
learning all the tricks.
That's what this tournament's all about.
Yeah.
So
Surprisingly, you also didn't finish with that different of heart count either.
one heart difference, yeah.
Yep. And that's probably because I think I skipped one or two pieces in my hubris.
Where was Blue Cane?
Bat? I don't. It's either
I
Bat,
don't know.
Mimic Cave, or Bombos Tablet. Or it could have been NTR. Could have been on
Or it
Break.
could be in a Meyer as well, I guess.
I'm sorry, I was answering a message. What was the question?
Where was
Blue Cane?
Blue Cane? Because Dark Diplomat has Blue Cane.
To be honest, could be Meyer.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
So it does not look like we will be joined by Dark Diplomat for an interview.
Yeah, that being said, I guess one more shout out is in order. I mean, unless you have anything else left to say, Ninja Dave.
No, thank you guys for the restream. Thanks to the trackers, and thanks to Mr. Angry Pants for hosting. Thanks
Yeah,
and thanks Sawyer for talking me into joining the Menti tournament and then agreeing to deal with my bull crap.
Yeah, and that being said, thank you to both of our amazing runners, Ninja Dave and Dark Diplomat. Put on one hell of a show here today on the Go Mode podcast. Check them both out. Check out their mentors for doing such a great job, Wackerly and Sawyer. Yeah, thank you to not only them, but every mentor that's helping out with this tournament, making this tournament viable. Wouldn't happen without the mentors. As well as big thank you for the whole Restream crew to get today. Furious, Fails, Mr. Angry Pants. You all are amazing for making this happen, so thank you all. And lastly, just go check out the Go Mode podcast as well as join the Discord if you want to hear about when more of these races are gonna happen. And I believe there is an upcoming restream tomorrow at 4 p.m. EDT right here. So check it out if you want to watch more great racers showing off their skills.